Alright, what are we doing here today? We're back for our double. Started off this morning on a fasted workout. Now, we're gonna meet for shoulders. And it's just me today, which is always great because I ain't gotta worry about nobody keeping up with the pace, but I still enjoy when people love to do this, so it's always great. How do I normally work my shoulders? Is usually start from the rear delt, work myself to my front delt. Doing it that way is easy to isolate the rear delt, but when you engage the front and the mid delt too much, it's really tough to really find that rear delt muscle. So that's why I normally treat it that way. I start with my rear and I try to work my way up to my front. So starting my first 2 exercises to sometimes 2 to 3, or sometimes I just do 4 exercises for my rear delt, and then I work normally with my side and my front at the same time. Or I superset from mid to front, all right?
Yo, with the jersey, this shit go crazy, bro.
What am I doing here? Working my rear delts. I know it seems simple enough, but most people don't know how to actually do this movement. It's really keeping your chest full and really driving with your pinky. I dictate how my shoulders are activated by keeping my elbow high so it hits my rear delt. If I drop my elbow low, I'm starting to hit my back, my traps, and I sometimes get low rolls when I usually drive my elbow down. So this movement here, I try to do my best to keep my elbows high, keep my chest full, and have my chest basically going up towards the ceiling so I can really activate those rear delts. You want those 3D shoulders to look real good, hit those rear delts. I do this movement 1 arm at a time, depending on how much time I have. Right now, I have a lot of time, so I'm able to do this, but I'm really gonna drive it with just 1 arm. Sometimes activating both arms is tougher for most people, so sometimes I make them do 1 arm at a time to really get that activation that they're looking for, all right? So really feel that muscle, because that rear delt is small, it's a small muscle. So to really sometimes target it as best you can is to do it 1 arm at a time. Let me show you exactly how. Chest up, head up. Draw your chest into it, chest up. Difficulty in his movement is a little bit tougher, because especially when you have to really push and keep in your same position through all the entire range, really allowing that shoulder to get a good stretch. But do it often enough, it becomes easier. Again, working that rear delt. Some machines are a lot easier to engage it. Sometimes playing around with the seat positioning and how you actually can get a pad possibly if you can, if you feel like walking around with that. Most of the time I don't have no equipment on me. I'm using what I have. But keeping your chest pumped up the whole time is the best way to really engage that rear delt and really allowing that arm to be extended straight the entire time and really driving back like you're trying to elbow somebody behind you. Those are my best cues for having people really engage that rear delt. Take your time. And don't hesitate to just understand that it's a learning process. The more you do it, the better you get. Like anything else in the world, like anything else that you're doing consistently. The more time you get under it and doing that movement, the better you're gonna get with activating and getting that development that you're looking for in those muscle groups. A lot of times in this movement, a lot of people think they could do it like once a week and it's just gonna naturally just grow. Some movements take you being consistent at it. There's so many tedious muscle groups that work at hand with this movement. If you don't hit your shoulders twice to 3 times sometimes out of the week, you're not gonna get that development you're looking for. It's not one of those one-off. You can do it once a week and then you're done. You can get away with that with certain muscle groups that certain people have. I'm genetically gifted to have a good back, only because I worked so hard on building my back when I first started. So it's easy, my muscle connection, but things like rear delts and shoulders took a while. It's having me slow it down, get comfortable with certain sets, time under tension, and really feeling where that muscle is at so I could continue to get more money out of that, you know, get more reps out of that, hitting that same muscle fiber every time, trying to hit that same rear delt portion of my arm as much as I possibly can and not let my back take over in this movement, because it's easy for your back to take over in this movement when it's strong and wants to help. That's why I keep my chest up and really keep driving my arm straight, keeping that pinky high. Let's get it. Right over the seat. You're pulling your chest into the seat. You're locked in this position, feet together, however you like. You can have it out, you can have it up, whatever you're more comfortable with. When I'm grabbing the handle, I'm here. So I'm leading with my hand slightly bent. So if you're a force gripper, you're here, you're over the top. I'm driving with my pinky, so I'm normally here. Before I start the movement, I push the handle up. I drive the chest up, and then I keep that position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't move. 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that's one exercise done. 3 rounds, rear delts. We on to the next. What I'm gonna do next is find a machine I could just target it a little bit easier. We got this one right here. Let me see if that does the job. You on? Like I tell my cameraman, I don't just jump onto machine to machine without cleaning these bad boys off, man. What I tell people all the time is cleanliness is next to godliness. So try your best to try to keep yourself clean and clean off the equipment that you're using, because at the end of the day, you don't know what people coming in here with, and everybody don't like showers, even though they free. So make sure you clean off your machines so you can keep your skin looking smooth and looking clean, without no rashes on it, you feel me? Because everybody don't believe in cleaning themselves before they go to the gym. Take your showers, don't just be dirty, you heard? machine is a little awkward. I'm trying to find that sweet spot in this machine. It's not giving me what I wanted from it, but we make do. We don't make no excuses. One thing about this too is, I mean, these are secondary muscles. It's secondary machines. So if I don't have dumbbells or I haven't made my way over to the dumbbells yet, I tap in with some machines first, and then I work my way over to the dumbbells, because the final result is always needed with the dumbbells, because then I can manipulate the angle and I can create the tension that I want in the area that I need it for. Let's get it. We're gonna go one more round with this machine. I'm not a fan of it, but we here. I'm gonna tap in a couple of machines, get the best out of it. That machine trash, but you know, make do with what you got. And we got a couple of pieces of certain shoulder equipment, but it's not that great in here. But let's see what we could do. Yo, you take that. I think he thought I was on that machine. That was nice. First one, I just basically started the first one is a side lateral. I keep them right next to my hand, right next to my leg. I slightly bend my wrist, and then I drive my shoulders up to the ceiling. From here. The second portion of it is a front delt raise, all right? So what do? I grab it here, and I'm driving with my first two fingers. That's the pointer and that's the middle. All right, and then I'm raising it, keeping it all attention on my front delt. All right, let's go again. That first set I think I did 30. I'm gonna do 50. Man, it's something about that machine right there, man. You get a lot done. If you just be conscious of being consistent with certain movements, it's just gonna flourish and you're gonna get the most out of it. Taking your time to just do a little bit more and being a little bit patient with certain body parts. They take a little longer. They take a little bit more attention. Think about that nagging girlfriend that you have. She needs a little bit more attention, treat that shoulder the same way. She needs everyday attention, treat that shoulder like that. You may not have to do 4 to 5 sets, but 2 to 3 sets every time or every other day, them shoulders is gonna respond. But it has to be done with nutrition as well and with, you know, obviously hydration. One step at a time, everybody gonna get there. But being patient, Understand? Once again, like I said, it's going to be like that nagging girlfriend. And it's like, yo, why you ain't call me in the morning? Why you ain't call me in the evening? Why you ain't call me during your lunch break? Give them shoulders the same attention you would give your girl, you heard? All right, oh, front. Let's get it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, it's good energy here, man. I'm in Vegas. Great thing about going to gyms that you don't really normally go to is people don't know you. You could go in there, have a good workout, not conversate too much. Now, if you love your home gym, that's great, but just try to get in the habit of getting the work done sometimes. And stop talking to your friends while you're there. Because sometimes conversation leads to other conversation to lead to other things that you'll slow your progress down. Like I said, it's the best set. Not only do I do this movement forward, I like to sometimes turn my body and pull from behind my body and then raise my arm. It just targets the muscle a little different. Remember, certain angles builds the muscle up totally different. You're trying to find every angle that works best for your body. That's why sometimes I implement different movements on machines that most people will probably do it the standard way. I play around with that. I play around with movements that's going to build my physique in a certain way. If I feel them they target my rear delt better, I'm going to use the machines that's going to target my rear delt better. Not just using every machine in the gym. Find the machines that works best for your physique, and you continue to build on it. That's why we created Gladiator School. You're not just doing standard workouts. You want to find those muscle groups, target it the correct way, that you find the best stimulus for you, and then move forward with different ways of building on top of that, all right? Let's get it. This one here. Once again, chest up, head up, pulling from behind you. Slightly here, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add a little extra spice on that end onto that one. Time under tension, isometrics. Like I told you in another movement before, on an exercise I did with this other person, if you practice the isolation, you will really start to feel those muscle fibers activate quickly. You feel me? So sometimes in movements that are a little bit tough or it's so easy, give yourself an isometric 10-second hold in between your sets, and then give me a couple more reps right behind that. I promise you, if them shoulders ain't on fire, you might be doing it wrong. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, bugger. Ooh, them shoulders is burning. hit this machine 2 different ways. I like to start off with my arms slightly bent, driving my elbows up, and then I like to keep my arms behind my body as I drive my arms up towards the ceiling as hard as I possibly can, and really just target that mid-shoulder. I mean, my mid-delt. It really puts a lot of tightness and engagement right here in that mid-delt. All right? We had 70 pounds, let's go up 100. Same thing. Goal ain't it? And a lot of times too, don't treat this like calisthenics. You're not going for 100 reps. Put a weight that's gonna make you uncomfortable and you're able to do 12 reps at max. That's the max amount of reps you're able to do. So get some weight that's gonna challenge you, but make sure that form is still good through all the reps. It's not worth it if you're gonna sacrifice the form. Be consistent with trying to keep the weight on the muscle and keeping that form, all right? If I go through some motion, realize that too. If the weight too light, I'll go up. If the weight too heavy, I slightly adjust. Don't just think when you put the pin in, that's a mandatory you gotta finish. It's not that. Take your time, have some understanding. Let's get it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And conscious of keeping that consistency, keep the tension on the muscle. Let's get it.
Ooh, money. Way better, bro.
Let's go. We finish off a machine. You don't need 10 sets, you don't need 14 sets. 2 to 3 sets of really putting in engagement. That's all you need. On to the next. We'll have a bunch of creatures in here. Can we go to another set?
Yeah, I'm sad, nigga, you know. I'm sad.
Work those rear delts. It's crucial in your physique. How's it look? Alright, tie my hair up. 70 piece. Standing presses is always heavier. I don't care what nobody said. And a lot harder because now you got to stabilize your core. Keeping consistency about doing certain movements. Adding standing presses is always going to be beneficial for a lot of different movements. Your handstands, your shoulder development, the tension you're able to keep on your spine and your lower back. You're trying to get the 150 standing. Let's get back to that. Work. Fight.
Yeah, you're good, bro. Once you're ready.
So what?
Whenever you're ready, I'm staying right here. This shot is clean as fuck.
You think you need to be done with the shirt on?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that.
Three rounds of 25 just to get your body started. You don't have to do 100 reps. Remember, it's a pace. If you're able to keep that pace, that's great. But if you only get one set of 100, you ain't doing it right. Take your time, build up that endurance, and let your body show you what's the results as you continue to stay consistent. All I want to be around is authentic people, man. If I possibly can, man. As many as I possibly can. Because in a world full of people who don't want to be who they're supposed to be or being somebody else, be yourself. Be comfortable being yourself. Learn from others, take what you need, but make it your own. Don't just take. Build around people that got something going on, man. They got something to add to what you're doing. If not, be around them, you feel me? That's what type of time I'm on now, man. I want people that want something for themselves, that's going to push past what they're comfortable with. And even in myself, I want to push past what I'm comfortable with. I want more. I'm willing to get uncomfortable. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16,
¿Cuánto?
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Bien. Ahí.
You gotta remember too, every time you're doing abs, try not to pull on your head. Let your abs do the work. 6, 7, 25. 3 rounds of 25. Get started with that. As you build every week, add 5 onto that. And I promise you, you're going to see a difference in that physique. Continue to eat better though. Abs without a good diet is trash. So good diet with ab work, on a deficit, because you have to stay lower in your calories to really start to see that low body fat and really start to commit to it. If you need help, sign up to Gladiator School. We locking in. Let's get it. For the pain, for the glory, and all that chicken, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure y'all show love, man. It's free. For the pain, for the glory, and always that chicken. Always that chicken. We fight. Let's get it.